Hey, hello everyone. I'm here at the cabin apiary and I thought that I'd start a new series and just talk about taking care of a remote apiary, somewhere that's kind of farther away, the preparation, the planning, just the general how you go about taking care of about 20 or so colonies that are further away and that you don't get to visit all the time. Now, I did get some inspiration here from a few historical books, and I tried to follow as much as I could that pertained, and then also mix in a little bit of what I can do. Last week I went through and I split almost all of the hives. Some of them weren't ready, but most of them were. And just to go over my brick logic so you can kind of understand, if you care to know, where the brick is standing up straight in the front, that means that I pulled the queen out, and these ones here with the brick facing forward, this is where I put the queen. And now each one of these on the back, I got a notebook and it tells me exactly what I did. But I have a good idea. I was just here a week ago. To start off this video and this series, I just wanted to, I know there's a little bit of interest because not everyone can have their bees at their house. And they might be able to get a small plot of land, put an electric fence up. And I will say that the electric fence on a remote apiary is super important. I'll go ahead and show you a picture here of a bear. Came up, put its nose on the fence, and hopefully that'll be the last time it comes around this particular area. But it is super important. So today I'm going to go through and I'm just going to open up the ones that I did pull the queen out of right here, and throughout the apiary, the ones with the brick standing up, and I'm going to make sure that that queen cells are being built. It's 1 week later, and with splits it's all about timing. So here I am. I'll probably go through, and if there's a bunch of queen cells, I'm going to knock it back to 2 or 3, maybe 2, probably 2. And then 2 of the nicest looking ones that, that I can find inside here. I got to be super careful and gentle. Make sure I don't disturb them the queens too much in their development. But come join along here in this video series on taking care of our remote apiary. This is the remote cabin apiary here that I have, and hopefully maybe we can learn together. If anyone has any tips, you let me know. I've had this yard for 3 years now, so we're doing all right. I was super happy about the bear fence working. So anyways, if you want, go ahead and subscribe and come along on this journey. All right, well, we'll check in on this one. It's the first one, so I'm not sure what we're gonna see, but like I was saying, the brick standing up means I pulled the queen out. We want to see some queen cells in here, so let's see what we got. Now, not when I'm trying to find a queen or anything, but I like to give a little smoke on the front of the hive and then just wait a little bit. I see a lot of people just ripping apart and throwing smoke on them, and doesn't give them enough time. I think that little bit of patience pays off. You're going to give them a little smoke, they'll start eating a little bit of nectar and honey, filling up, and I think they're a little bit calmer that way. You know, kind of get a full stomach. You don't really, it gives them some time for the smoke to work, I guess is what I meant to say. So I'll cut back here in about a minute, maybe 35 seconds, something like that, but we'll get to it. Yeah, in my notes it says this hive is pretty gummy, which is good. I like, it's a pain to work with, but for some reason I really like colonies that have a lot of propolis. So they're filling this up with nectar already. I just gave this one to them yesterday. And I'll still be on the lookout for queen, but like I said, I pulled the queen out of here, so hopefully we're gonna find, well, if we find a queen, that'll be all right, but I'd like to find some queen cells. Yep, there's a queen cell right there. There's two more right there. I want to be super gentle and careful. I did last week, I scraped the tops off of this, so I'm not worried about damaging. So we had 3 there. 2 of them looked good. 2 of them were capped. 1 of them was not. And that's 3/4 sheet of brood right there. And another queen cell. I don't like the look of this one. It's chewed off on the side. Just gonna get rid of that one. All right, so we know that we're definitely queenless here. I am going to go through, knock it down to about 2 or 3, but I just wanted to kind of go in. The reason I'm doing that is mainly I don't want a bunch of after swarms, so I do want to leave a few in there just in case, you know, as a backup, but I don't want a bunch. And this is brand new. This, I scraped all these frames off, so this is propolis just from this week. 1 week later. Like I said, it's a gummy hive. So, I mean, look at this in the corner. Sweet. Anyways, thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. Be kind to your bees, and we'll see you next time.